Okay, so I believe we're about to start the fight now. Alright, so what I do is, there's a lot of falling in this quest, so I will actually place a feather fall, so I don't have to fall right down to the beholder. And this is going to be tricky to record because I do kind of need to concentrate, or he will kill me very quickly. It looks like we have a good party member though, so this shouldn't be too difficult. But what I do is, first I throw a curse, which did not land. But what the curse does, there it goes. What the curse does is it gives him -4 to save, so it just makes it easier for your disintegrates to land. So instead of, if your disintegrates fail, they only do about 50 to 100 damage, whereas if they succeed, they do 300 plus damage. So it gives him -4 to save, so your disintegrates are better off. And that time I did not get my feather fall off, which is not good because now I'm anti-magic. And pretty much I'll just do the same thing again. Firewalls when I can, and disintegrate when I can. And when my ring, I have a ring, it's already gone. The Eye of, what's it called again? The Eye of the Beholder. When that ring is uncharged, I might get blasted with a giant disintegrate. 200-300 points of damage. So I'm hoping that won't happen. But pretty much what the beholder does, and like any other beholder, he will anti-magic you if you are facing the front of him. And for 3 seconds you cannot cast spells. So what you have to do is you have to move around so that you're not getting anti-magicked. And so that you're able to cast some spells. And it just takes some ability to move around. And he's at about 50%, and the fight ends when he's at about 5%. So it looks like we're doing okay right now, although you never know. Sometimes things go well until the end, and then they go horribly. And this is a really fun fight because it's tricky. I like soloing this fight on normal because I never know what's going to happen. Sometimes things go well, and then all of a sudden at the end I get hit with a giant disintegrate and die, even with over 400 hit points. It's happened before. And I have some Hammers of Life from the Vaughn raid to recover stat damage. And this is the most difficult wave because it has all the casters. And I took a door just so that I can recover myself. Get my clickies working again, because once I get my mending clicky, once that wears out, then my heals don't do that much, and that's not good. So I just want to make sure that I have all my clickies activated and that I'm ready for the fight. Because like I said, it is pretty tricky, and it was getting very questionable over there. I almost got killed a couple of times. And on Hard and Elite, this might not be the best EXP per minute. I might not even do Elite because it's so tricky, even with a group. So, I might just end up running it on Hard, and the only reason why I was running Hard is because, I think I got some good party members. So it's a pretty decent walk back, but I think that if I stayed there I would have died anyway. And I'm having to use a couple of mana pots. Normally, on normal mode, I don't have to. But on hard mode, it looks like I'm having to use a couple. And I think I put on the Featherfall a bit too early. But we'll see how that works out. Just have to fall for an extra minute. It may have been way too early. But yeah, pretty much the entire fight is just avoiding. It's pretty much avoiding the Beholder spells and everything. So back to the fight. Looks like we did not miss anything. I would rather not use another mana pot, but it looks like I'm going to have to. And that's the end of that. So it took a while. That was tricky. And that's the end of that. I'm actually not going to finish it because I think there are a couple of people who are not quite in the quest